Today is Tuesday, August the 19th of 2025. My name is Thom Rigsby, and this is the AmCon Daily Brief. In today's update, making the right call when the road ahead is flooded and you don't have all the facts. First, let's get you up to speed with the latest from the ASAT team and the Daily SITREP.
This is your AmCon Daily SITREP for August the 19th, 2025. Up first today, we have a significant weather update. Hurricane Erin, a Category 2 hurricane, is moving closer to the U.S. East Coast. While the storm is not expected to make landfall, tropical storm force winds and heavy rain are anticipated along the North Carolina coastline, particularly around the Outer Banks. Tropical storm and storm surge watches are currently in effect for this area, with dangerous surf and waves up to 20 feet expected. Residents and visitors should follow the instructions of local emergency management officials closely. In other news, pediatric health experts have issued new COVID-19 vaccination recommendations for children. The American Academy of Pediatrics now advises vaccinations for children aged 6 months to 2 years, a position differing from current CDC guidance. For older children, the decision on vaccination is left to parental discretion. Parents are encouraged to discuss the best course of action with their healthcare providers. Turning to international security concerns, a new analysis highlights the ongoing risk posed by Iran toward U.S. interests. Despite significant efforts to reduce the influence of Iranian-backed proxy groups, Iran is unlikely to cease targeting U.S. government officials and military assets until it feels its objectives, particularly avenging the killing of Qasem Soleimani, are met. The U.S. remains vigilant for potential threats from sleeper cells and cyber attacks linked to Tehran. Now, on the topic of leadership, a focus on servant leadership in preparedness teams reveals its critical role in fostering cooperation and initiative. Servant leadership emphasizes removing obstacles for team members and sharing resources and credit fairly, which improves engagement, information flow, and overall team resilience. Groups employing this leadership style demonstrate faster problem resolution and stronger preparedness during crises. Finally, civil unrest continues to be a concern nationwide. Various protests are scheduled this week across several cities, including Minnesota, Texas, Florida, Colorado, and New York. Situational awareness is advised for all members when attending public events. Always be mindful of your surroundings and know your exits. Suspicious activity should be reported to authorities and, when safe, to the ASAT team through Signal Chat. Today's weather summary includes life-threatening surf and rip currents along the East Coast beaches due to Hurricane Erin. Tropical storm conditions and coastal flooding are possible along the North Carolina Outer Banks, starting late Wednesday. Thunderstorms with isolated flash flooding are expected across parts of the eastern and southern U.S., with hazardous heat continuing in the middle and lower Mississippi Valley and beginning to build in the desert southwest. Please stay alert to local weather updates and heed any warnings. As for upcoming events, members are encouraged to participate in the North Regional Campout Training and Adventure Challenge, scheduled for September 12th through 14th in Central City, Iowa. This event includes group camping, training sessions, and family-friendly activities. Additional regional events include the Black Hills Veterans March in South Dakota on September 20th, the Southeast Adventure Challenge, October 3rd to 5th in Tupelo, Mississippi, and the South Region Adventure Challenge, November 7th to 9th in Eisenhower State Park, Texas. Members can access the American Contingency members-only site to get the full report and more in-depth analysis of today's stories, along with practical preparedness tips, training opportunities, and resources to help you, your family, and your neighborhood stay crisis-ready.
You're in the middle of a normal weekday commute until you hit a wall of brake lights. Word filters through. Flash flooding has washed out the main road home. You can't see the water from where you are, but social media says cars are stuck and the rain is still coming down. Traffic's backing up, alternate routes are jammed, and your phone is buzzing with texts from family asking what to do. You have to decide, right now, whether to stay put, turn around, or try a side road. The first decision in a crisis is rarely the perfect one, but it often determines whether you keep momentum or lose it entirely. In situations like this, hesitation is costly, and guessing blindly is dangerous. Step one is to determine your priorities. Safety always comes first, but within that, you might have secondary priorities, reuniting the family, avoiding hazards, or getting to a safe staging point. Having those in mind before the crisis hits means you're not making them up in the moment. Step two is to filter the noise. In our digital world, information comes fast and dirty. Some of it's accurate and some of it is not. Use trusted sources first. local emergency alerts, radio updates, or direct contacts in the area, other members of your team. If you don't know the validity of a piece of information, don't anchor your decision to it. Step 3 is to commit. Pick the safest option with the highest likelihood of success and act on it. I often say make the best decision you can with the information you have and move. This doesn't mean being reckless. It means understanding that inaction is also a decision, and often the worst one. And finally, adapt in motion, or as I like to say, rinse and repeat. Once you've made your call, keep scanning for changes and be ready to pivot or make a new decision. If new, credible information comes in, leaders in crisis keep moving towards safety while updating their plan along the way. For today's challenge, I want you to think about your daily routes home. Pick one and identify at least 2 alternate ways to reach your destination without relying on your phone or GPS. Write them down, because in a real crisis, you may not have time to figure it out on the fly. Use them occasionally just to practice and see what's normal along those routes. Tomorrow, we're going to cover signals in the static, how to keep people informed when the storm knocks out your normal ways of communicating. Thanks so much for listening to the AmCon Daily Brief. I really appreciate it. If you're already a member, make sure to check out today's resources on the members-only platform or in the Asset app. And if you're not a member yet, head over to AmericanContingency.com to join the network and start building real resilience today. My name is Thom Rigsby. Stay alert, stay ready, and I'll talk to you again tomorrow.